Hi, everyone, and welcome to Scoot Fridays. I'm Chris, and I'm joined today with our CTO, who needs no introduction, Mr. Elwar Pickett, and our COO, who also needs no introduction, Nadim. Welcome, guys, to the show. And I guess today we're going to be focusing on. We had some very exciting, deliveries this week of the Polo Pro early access to our users. And I think that's a really cool topic that we can dive into a little bit. What were the first impressions? What were the unboxing first impressions? What did people absolutely love? What expectations were there? And there was a few caveats, and then we'll go again. We're always fully transparent, and we're going to go through those as well, and talk about it, how we're improving them on the software side, etc. Super excited to jump into this. So just starting it off, so Nadim, do you want to give a bit of this was delivered in Canada. Do you want to give a few stats for the context to the audience?
Yeah, sure. So all the units in Canada arrived. We had our team open all the boxes, do some checks on our end. We had some work we wanted to do as well to make sure that we were setting up the program on the software side and in the back end. And then we opened up appointments. So customers came in, they scheduled their appointments, they picked up the pros, and have been writing. And we've been refreshing our back end, what we call our SA, trying to see how many rides are being recorded and looking at some of the stats. And so far, everything has been super positive. A lot of great feedback, original sort of like initial feedback from the community. Some stuff that we weren't aware about as well. So the program doing already what it was intended to do, which is to get some real life feedback from all of our customers and sort of help us inform and improve the product for when we go to market later. So it's been really positive so far.
Cool. And I know, Elwar, you were there as well when some of the customers were picking up their pros and unboxing and all. How was that experience? What were people reacting? How was that overall?
It was great. People were excited, and as soon as we got them, people were coming. So I could see that they didn't want to waste a minute on it, and people were genuinely happy about it. And that's like, I knew how they were going to be because I saw them in China, but like seeing that people it was meeting their expectation, it always feels great. And again, it's the first time that we deliver something like this. That's like we are. More than we're always very confident about our launch, but this one, it's like just the fact that we went at the factory and we saw the whole production. It's I had basically no doubt about it, but no, it was great. And it's nice to see even if we unbox it for customer, well, we show them the box, how it was packaged, and the effort that went into it, and they really appreciated it. So and we see it in the back end now, that they start writing, they put mileage on it. Some customers did post a video about it. It was great experience.
Nice. And that's a funny thing. I think we've seen this for the last 2 years, and it sort of you get used to it when you see it in the office and everything. And then when a customer, I remember I watched one of the reviewers online going through it with the box, and he's just saying how this is the best packaging he's ever seen in the scooter, and you're like, oh shit, it is the best packaging I've ever seen in the scooter. It's refreshing to get that initial customer feedback as well, which is fantastic. And in terms of the stats, can you share a little bit of how many kilometers we got? So any fun stats we can share with the people watching today, or is it too early?
It's early for the odometer, the total. We are segmenting it in our backend to really track all the data that we're gonna have in the next slide. So far, we have 70 pros that are registered into the backend. A lot of them, it's me testing and creating accounts, but from beta testers, we're at 30, I believe now. So that's pretty good. And we have over 200 rides recorded on it already. So it's going fast, and so far it seems like there's no error code. The temperatures are normal of all the rides. The average temperature of the controller, which was a big deal for us, is 50 degrees. That's great. Motors 49. So. No, it's great. And on average, the odometer of all the pros are at 72 kilometers. So it's going fast.
Excellent. I'm loving. I can see the comments. Yeah, like Michael Vassa, I've got 30 kilometers on mine. Effing amazing. Only 470 to go.
Yeah.
But that's really cool. And Nadim, I know you see a lot of the inquiries coming in and all,
Mm-hmm.
and the first impressions and stuff. How are you seeing this on on a customer end? Like, what are the main inquiries? Like, if you can share any insights into the first impressions.
So we've started setting up. We have dedicated feedback channels for customers, and I know there was a question here someone asked about Jerry. So your comment here about I'm starting to see posts on social from individuals with Beta Pros. And that no one should be kind of posting that kind of stuff. So I believe there's an email going out today that should kind of clarify that. Anytime you have agreements, some people don't read all the agreements. And we don't want to, like, for us, it's not about being secretive about the Pro or the issues with the Pro. I think, we're always very transparent and have been and will continue to be very transparent with the community about what we're seeing with the Pro. Or with any of our products, and then the fixes that we want to implement. It's more about making sure that we are the first ones to hear about the issues, that we can get the head start that we need to fix the issues for everyone else.
If it hasn't already been fixed, right?
Exactly, and not going to Reddit, and maybe our social team has to pick it up, and then it's not the right way to do things. It's not getting to the hands of the right people as quickly as it needs to. So that's more of the case, and we're going to continue to kind of like work with all the beta participants to make sure that's that they know that. But so far, great initial impressions from a build quality perspective. The scooter that we spent the most amount of time in, we've taken so much care in putting it together. And despite it being a beta product, it is a finalized production unit. Super confident in it. Really, really positive sort of like riding experience as well. If you've seen the photos that people have been putting, the lights, the way that it looks is just out of this world. It's not something that you ever see anywhere else. We've identified one bug already, which we will probably get into a little bit later, and a couple just like hardware things that maybe are not necessarily issues, but things that maybe we want to figure out how to communicate a little bit better in terms of like making sure that you're adjusting your drum brakes and things like that. But other than that, it's been really, really smooth. We'll see. I think this weekend is going to be sort of like a pretty good weekend. Most people are going to be off, so they're going to be racking up mileage on their scooters. And then, going into the weekend and into Monday, we'll see if there's anything new that comes up. But one of the things we wanted to do was to actually just set up a dedicated page on our site that's going to track every issue that we've identified ourselves or through customers, and then where we are with fixing that issue, and what are the recommended next steps, just to increase that visibility and show everyone the point of the beta program, which is to uncover these issues and fix them for customers as well.
And if a customer who's in part of the beta program has an issue or an inquiry, do they just go for the normal support channels, or there's a dedicated email now, right?
Yeah, so we've got a probeta@support.co, and we also have a dedicated flow in the chat assistant for that. So any of the emails that you're getting about the Pro Beta, for anyone here who might be part of the program, you'll see it there as well. But yeah, please use one of the channels to get to us, and you'll have direct access to the team that's sort of set up to help you out.
Excellent. And I noticed there was quite a few questions about IoT on the Pro and all. Lots of small little software things that are coming up, and a lot of questions about this. What can you share a little bit in terms of that? What the expectation and timelines of the IoT?
So IoT, we were able to finally have everything ready on the backend side. I said that last week, but we found other bugs. Now it's all done. I have it. Maybe we can show it to people here as well. The version should release next week. And I can show you two things. I can show you, we have some question about AutoConnect and the IoT. So it's gonna look like this now. You have it's inverted, but you have My Garage, you're gonna see the scooter. And let's say you click on one of them. That's one I have downstairs. Well, you see where it is on the map. You see the battery. You can control it, turn it on, off. You have the kill switch. And the idea, and you have the strength of the GPS of the cellular tower. You have the update time here, when is the last time it was pinged, and everything is working perfectly. The last bug that we had is that when you turn it on or you put the lock, to get the feedback from the scooter that it's on or the lock to add the confirmation, that was what we are having difficulty with, and now it's working perfectly. So that's great. And the goal for AutoConnect is when you open the app, that's going to be the basic view, and it's going to be connecting to the scooter automatically here. Now you see IoT, well, you're going to see Bluetooth as well. So you don't have to go to My Scooter List and select it from there. So that's pretty cool. And for the people in the beta group, that's what it's going to look like my scooter list. So now it's bigger. We have new assets for the scooter. It's cleaner, but also you can see the progress for the survey. You can see the progress for the mileage. So those ones, for example, they did 40 to 46 kilometers. And if you click, let's say, on the survey, then you have access to the survey list. You see the one you did, and instead of in progress for the future one, it's going to be the date that it's going to be available. And when you click on it, then it's a simple star rating, and you can leave comments, like written comments at all time. So that's what the new version is, plus a lot of improvement about the bugs. That's coming out probably next week. We're testing it today, but so far everything is perfect.
And now everyone knows where you live, Eloi. We just saw your GPS location. That's great. No, it's a fake location, don't worry. But no, it's really good. I think, again, for people who are part of the Pro program, please leave as much feedback as you can on those. This is the only way we improve, and those features are incredible. Just like having experienced it, it's such a good seamless experience in the app, which is great. Cool. Okay, so let's jump into a few questions here. As we've been going through this. Hi guys, I want to thank you for helping me with my son's City Pro that had Evo 4. I love my V260 volts and can't wait for my...
Jeff, happy to help. Jeff and I were on Reddit, exchanging back and forth, and also shout out to Abe for helping Jeff out with that. Appreciate your patience, Jeff, as well.
Great, happy that's solved. When will you ship the Air 2023? I can't wait anymore. I believe that's shipping mid-August, in a week and a half.
23, double check.
Yeah, we can double check. But again, the team should be getting to you with emails pretty much every week with an update. We've been having a few issues with emails being delivered into different inboxes, such as your promotionals tab or junk or spam. So please just check everywhere. Like our team really does put updates every time. And now I know Nadim is posting on Reddit, and we're posting on the social communities as well to give you guys updates on this. But Christian, promise it's worth the wait. It's nearly there. So thanks for your patience on this.
Yeah, it depends on where you are. If you're in Canada or US, but Air 23 it could be mid-August, most likely.
Okay.
Around August, mid-August.
Perfect. DC, hello. Do you have a rough? Wait, sorry. Jerry, I think we answered your message about the posts of the Beta Pro. Is he allowed to post pictures and videos when we receive it? Nadim, I guess it's still a no.
Yeah, so like I said, I think it's not about hindering your ability to post content about it. It's just if you have anything that isn't working the way that you might expect it to, we want you to come to us first so that we can get a head start on it before going to social. So if you receive your Pro and you're excited and you want to film an unboxing or whatever, like go for that. But if you see anything wrong while unboxing or anything like that, we would then just ask you to not post that until you come to us. We can help you with that, and then we can take it from there.
And again, like Nadim said, the main goal of this is not to hide anything from the public. It's just there are solutions. Our whole team's worked on every single troubleshooting thing. So we'd rather you just come to us. We'll sort it out, make sure we have the right solution, and get you riding again. So yeah, that's great. Hello, do you have a rough estimate on when the Polo app with Bluetooth Auto Connect will release on Android? Well, you just mentioned it's next week, I believe.
Exactly.
That's a game-changing feature as well. Like I always keep on forgetting to connect it sometimes and not getting my rides in. Jeffrey, perfect. Can't wait for this time to be riding on Bahamas on my Apollo Pro, Albion and Vion Island. That's great. Please take some photos. That would be beautiful. JC reviews. I sent a review inquiry but never heard back. Okay, sorry about that. I'm writing this down, and Rajan should get back to you shortly. Our social team with these. Michael. As part of the beta, do we have a place email chat to report feedback, both really positive and some negative issues?
Yeah, totally. So I don't know if we have anyone monitoring the chat, but probeta@support.co. And then there's also a Mavinoid sort of from the chat assistant. If you go into the Pro Beta section, you'll see a place where you can submit a ticket. That would be the best place to do it. And then once we have a thread going, we can exchange from there. But then there's also the feedback sessions that are scheduled that are going to be with, I believe, with you and Derek, right? So that'll be where we'll get into the meat and potatoes of your feedback, and it'll be sort of like in-person conversational. So you will also be receiving an email about that very soon for you to schedule your slot to be part of that group as well. So that's the best way to, I would say, like, hold on to that information. If it's anything urgent, chat to our team. We'll be able to work through it. But the focus group and sort of like the feedback session is going to be where we're going to get most of the details.
Beautiful, thank you. Danny, hi, is it possible to swap the positions of the brake handle and throttles on the City upgrade kit? The throttle is further away from the grip than the original handle and is much less comfortable for me.
You can. It's just there's for the brake handle, there's cutout in the handles to be able to tilt them. So if you swap them, just keep your brake handles straight, because if you angle them, it's going to damage the wire. But yes, you can. The wires are long enough. It's not the nicest process to do, but yeah, you can swap it however you want. And it's just the covers that we put too right now. The covers are, I don't know, for the City, it's fine. So yeah, you can switch it.
Yeah, and just while you do that, just a heads up, based on experience, Danny, to take off the grips, that's going to be the hardest part. So you might want to use an air pump or something on it. And when you put an air pump, it sort of pushes it out, makes it much easier. That's going to be your hardest challenge probably. Michael, love the sounds the Pro makes turning on and off, but it's too loud. My speaker distorts. Can you add an option to adjust volume on it or on the back end?
We cannot for now, for some technical reason. Maybe one thing we're going to do is just not making that loud for turn on and turn off. And it's already not as loud as before, imagine. That's we reduced it by like 20% when we were in China. But yeah, that's the kind of feedback that is going to be helpful for us to improve it for the real production. So yeah, making it just more quieter. That'll be one of the solutions. Those are upgrade we can push to change the sound, like the sound volume, I guess. But no, for now, no. To answer your question, you cannot make it louder or quieter.
Yeah. Michael Vincent, so great. So issues with the app connecting, disconnecting, not a Pro issue. It's been happening on both Pro and City 2023.
Yeah, so we pushed a new update, I believe, last like Wednesday, I think. There's a new version of the app that we updated the SDK for the Android and iOS, and that connection is a lot more stable than before. So maybe just try it again with this one and let us know. But from my experience, it's way better.
Cool. Mike K, is the IoT Connect Plus service going to be something we can subscribe to via the app?
Yes, it's going to be available in the app as a service. You can subscribe to it on the website as well. We are working on this whole portal, and now it's going to work for payment and everything. But yeah, the idea is to have everything available from the app.
Excellent. When will this Bluetooth speaker bug be resolved, Jerry?
Which?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe you can talk about if you can specify.
The Pro one alone.
Oh, okay. It is fixed. We had the fix this morning. We're making right now the documentation how to update it. For technical reason, we cannot do it from our app. There need to be another app that because you need to update the display instead of the controller. And that's just with a third-party app. So we're making that documentation today. We confirm it's working. So that's great. It only took a day to fix. So shout out to the dev team. And most likely going to need to go into one of our third-party repair shop or our repair center to have it updated, and it's going to take 5 minutes to do.
Perfect. Thank you. Hans, the STEM upgrade for the City Pro 2022, is it easy to install or more difficult? I got the handlebar upgrade. Should I wait to install the new handlebar till I receive the STEM? Is it covered under warranty?
I would say covered under warranty. I'll leave that to Nazim. But to install it, you can install the headset now because it's easy. It takes like 5 minutes to do. The hardest part is really just the brake cable that you need to undo and reclip. For the stem, what's going to be a challenge is to remove the how do we call it, the spanner nut that we have, and we added a weld washer to be sure it was not moving, so it's stuck there. The trick though is we're going to make a video on this, but you need to heat up that nut to remove all the Loctite on it, to melt it, and then with the spanner wrench that is included in the box, by the way, you can remove it pretty easily. The challenging part is to be careful with the wires that goes inside to not melt them. So again, we're going to make a video, but just to answer that question now, I would wrap aluminum paper over the wires, take a heat gun, heat up the middle nut, and then just take the spanner, and from there it's going to be really easy. If you do this, it's going to take you maybe 30 minutes, and if you don't do it, it's going to take you a couple of days.
Perfect.
Yeah, and in terms of warranty, as of right now, the assemblies and upgrade kits are not under warranty. But that being said, reach out to our team. If it's something on our end, we'll work with you to fix it.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. One more question from Jeffrey. Will the Pro SIM card work in Bahamas or only US and Canada? It works well.
It should work in Bahamas. It should work everywhere except
North Korea,
Kenya, I think, and North Korea. Yeah. I'll connect now and just double confirm, but yeah, it should work in Bahamas.
Cool. Extended warranty in Canada updates, please, from Sina. Nadim.
Sina, I think you've asked a couple times already, and I feel like I gave you the same answer every single time. No updates at this point in time. Realistically, Canada has been a bit of a nuisance, a massive headache. Unfortunately, there's not that many providers of extended warranty products in Canada, at least ones that will work with the scooters. We are looking at a different type of solution. One of the things we're working on is actually just bringing all of the different Apollo Plus services into one master service, at which point we would then just bundle in extended warranty, and that would be available independent of the city that you're in or the country that you're in. Because we would be working directly with the insurance providers rather than going through a third party, which is how it works right now. So that is on an indefinite timeline, unfortunately.
Cool. Thanks for the updates. Humberto, are there any plans for another scooter being developed after the Pro currently? I don't know if you saw the live last week, Humberto, but Elwha gave a very, very descriptive full plan of the new Apollo Light, name to be determined, for next year. So I would highly suggest just jumping onto that one and just seeing the end of it. But yes, there is currently the Apollo Light in the works, and that's an incredible scooter. And we'll be giving you more details as we go. But it's a very, very cool scooter, and that's going to be a big one. Ray, so your after sales customer support is absolutely garbage. I've had an Explore and a Phantom for 2 years, and every single time I need my scooter serviced, I had to lose my mind to finally get it back. Why can't you get this post sales service?
Hey Ray, so I have your ticket in front of me, where we've been communicating back and forth. I've already sent your case to Yassine, who should be reaching out to you very shortly to figure it out. It looks like something weird happened with shipping your scooters back to you. We ship all scooters back to all of our customers. So sorry about that. That sounds like a very frustrating experience, but we'll make it right.
Yeah. Thank you, Ray. And again, yeah, Nadim's on the case, so we'll make sure that's all good for you. Michael, also Cole, perhaps, as I haven't got any beta emails, all the rest would work okay. Sina, we've already replied to that. Thank you.
I know in terms of official servicing centers for Ontario, not at the moment, just through partners. Yeah, and the rest of Canada as well, probably just through partners.
Yeah. Maciek, what are you guys most excited for in the next 12 months? What are you guys most excited for? I'll let you go first.
We're talking about the Light today. Before this, I'm stoked on the Light. I think the Light is. I don't ride too many of the scooters, but every time I hop on the Light, it is answering all of my needs and all of the questions all the things that I want in a scooter. So I'm really, really excited for us to get more and more prototypes of the Light, and for that to be a game changer in the category. So stoked for that.
Elwha?
Yeah, the Light, the Explorer, both of them, they're going to be great. And really, I think it's going to. How do you say that? It's going to be that's going to really, just like the Pro, but it's going to really challenge all competition, and we're finally able to crack a lot of system with the Pro. It can be the IoT, the suspension, the folding mechanism, the quad lock, whatever, and integrating them into those scooters is going to be so much easier and quicker and better. So I'm really excited about that, and the app. Of course, the app is getting so much better now in our backend as well. It's really exciting to see to see this moving really quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great. And me too. It's the same. I think it's I mean, I do more sales, so like for me, it's about getting the right scooter in the most amount of people's hands and giving them the best experience possible. And the lights, I mean, to date, the Polo, we've always been selling scooters that are around $1,500 or $2,000, quite high, and that does limit a lot of the market, which is the entry level sort of one. And with the light being around 1,000, 1,100, it's like it gives it so much more accessibility to customers all the way around the world, and it's affordable. And we're tapping into students, we're tapping into anybody who wants a more portable scooter. And again, it's when you ride that scooter, it's just absolutely incredible. So I think it's going to be one of those things we're going to see everywhere in the world, and it's just going to be really it's a great challenge, and it's going to be a great product. So really excited for that one. Jerry, will you be offering different grips for the Pro? I don't believe so, Jerry. I know you can potentially just buy aftermarket grips on Amazon, etc. But Elwar, correct me if I'm wrong, but we're not offering just one standard grip.
Yeah, it's going to be one standard grip. Maybe we can provide the spec that you need for the Pro, because you need like the middle ring at the end for the turning signals. Yeah, it's not what we...
Perfect. Sina, can I buy the V8 throttle for the Phantom and change the wiring myself? Simple soldering.
It's not that simple, because you have a lot of wires because of the buttons that are integrated. And that would definitely void the warranty. But yeah, you could buy the one from the city and try to do it yourself.
Cool. Jordan, I have the Polo Air. Should I have it plugged in 24/7 when I'm not using it? No. What we recommend is I can plug it into 100% and I would remove it, or maximum like a 12-hour shift, like overnight. But lithium-ion batteries, you never want to take the risk, even if they're, there's a safe cutoff and everything. Just take it off at 100%. And if even for winter, for example, there's a lot of guides on our website that say leave it at 70%, how to store it properly, make sure it's in a room, like a normal room temperature, not in your garage, etc. But I would not leave it plugged in, just for safety wise. Dave, can you add a proper horn to the next Phantom region throttle? The bell is wimpy. Yeah, good feedback. Thank you. Take that into consideration for sure. Mike, now that we're into August, do you have any ETA for the North American Pro Beta testers? Super excited, but the anticipation is killing me.
Yeah, Mike, depends on where you are. So the Pros, I believe the container arriving today. Then they're going to, there's the weekend, then they go to our repair facility in LA. Some are then going to New York. So it depends on where you are. In LA, we're going to unbox them all. We're going to do, like I said at the beginning of the episode, there's some stuff we want to do on our end to set up the program, set up the software, do some checks on the scooters as well. And then you'll be receiving a link to pick it up, or then they'll be prepared and shipped to you. And then for New York, once they arrive in New York, they'll be doing the same process. You'll also receive a link to pick it up, and then they'll be picked up in New York. So at the mercy of shipping timelines and moving things over and how quickly the team is able to get through this stuff. But I would say probably mid-August until the end of August is when you will, most of the the US beta testers were receiving their Pros.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, guys, it's already 2, so we're gonna quickly run through these and then announce this week's winner. Yeah, Papa, so I want a Polo, but the price, not in my price range. The Phantom is on my radar. Yes, Papa, we also do offer, we work with the firm for different financing options, so you can finance it over 6, 12, 24 months. I would highly recommend that if that's one of the things that you want to look for to get the Phantom. Jeffrey, does it roam on a local carrier?
Yes.
Oh, this is for SIM card. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Michael, I just want to reiterate, to have a company endeavor to have such close engagement with our client base to ensure success and satisfaction is such a breath of fresh air. Kudos to you all. Awesome. Thank you, Michael. We really, really appreciate it. Love the support. Hey, Stephen, any plans on having more locations to try the scooters? Laval, for the time being, no DC. We do have one in Montreal, but right now, yeah, that's not in the works yet. Hopefully soon with different partners. Christian, will the Polo Air be the lightest weight scooter in your lineup in 2024 and onward? Yes, definitely. That's the whole goal of the scooter in some ways. It's performance, but also at a reasonable weight. So that's going to be big. Danny, when will the video of the city stem upgrade be posted? Would be interesting in upgrading the stem on mine. The latch on mine is very right side biased, some functional, but a little worrisome sometimes. Nadim, I don't know if you have any updates on that.
I don't.
No?
I do it as soon as possible as we're receiving those kits. And it's quite easy to do with the right tool. So we're gonna push this forward.
Perfect. Okay, that's great. And then so just one little thing. So GC reviews, if you're still here watching, we can't see your review submission, by the way. So if you can just please resubmit that and we'll check it. And then lastly, this week's winner of the Polo Air 2021. Elwad, do you want to do the honors?
Yeah, for sure. So this week winner. Why don't you go ahead?
Yeah, it's Jaden Dickerson. So congratulations, Jaden. The team will be reaching out to you for this.
We have last week's winner as well that we have to announce too, no?
Oh yes, go for it, Ian.
Yeah, so Ian, I believe Ian Chinnery as well. Congratulations. So Jaden and Ian, congratulations on your new Air.
And the team will reach out to you. So perfect. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in today on another episode. Please leave your comments, suggestions of what topics you'd like us to talk about, and keep the engagement up. This is fantastic. And yeah, we're really excited to be back next week and share more updates with you. Elwad and Nadim, thanks for joining. And yeah,
Thanks,
we'll see you guys next week.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.